4 years ago, I was employed at a clothing store. I started as a sales associate. I was also a student in culinary school at the time. I moved up in rank fairly quickly at the store. Within 6 months, I got my first promotion, so I in turn quit school. And then within the next 2 years, I received 2 more promotions, and I became store manager there. After a while with the company, I decided, I started noticing some things that just weren't for me. It just wasn't a good fit anymore, so I decided to leave. From there, I went to CVS Pharmacy, and I worked there for a short time because I hated it. I just didn't like it. So when my daughter was a few months old while I was working at CVS, when she was a few months old, I was working an evening shift, and we were actually robbed at gunpoint. And that's when I just really started thinking, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? There's got to be something different than this. Yeah, so before I could even put any action to place with that revelation, a week later to the date we received a bomb threat at the store. So I was just like, okay, time for me to get out of here. So I left there without really much of a plan on what I wanted to do. After a lengthy conversation with my husband, we concluded that it'd be best that I stay home with our children. So I spent some of that time just reevaluating my goals and what I wanted to do. Fast forward to 2015, when I attended my first Master Builders Forum. We were learning about monthly budgeting, money management, and being intentional with our finances. The meeting was very powerful and it really resonated with me. I went home and I told my husband about it, and we immediately drafted and implemented a monthly budget for our household. Just that one meeting allowed us to be successful in stopping the excessive financial bleeding in our house. Wow. We stopped some unnecessary spending, and we were able to pay off his car within the year. Wow. So Master Builders has not just helped me. Currently, my husband, he doesn't come to the meetings due partly because of his schedule and his work schedule, and also because of his love affair with sleep. We're praying for his deliverance. But because he doesn't come, I usually go home and I tell him about, my biggest takeaways from each forum. Not a lot of people know this, but he's currently in the final stages of the interview process with the local Metro Police Department. Something that I'm sure he would not have been as confident pursuing without the information that we gained from Master Builders. He recently had an interview with the LAPD, and the night before, he told me that he was going to shave his beard off. This is like a weird story. So, in my completely biased opinion, I was like, no, just wait till after you get hired on or whatever, to shave it off. And he told me, he insisted, he said he was going to do it anyway. So the next morning, I was full of shock and awe when I woke up to his bare face. And I asked him why he did it, and no joke, he said to me in his Michael Ford Jr. voice that he was allowing his goals to dictate his behaviors. So which I had no rebuttals. That's the remarkable thing about Master Builders. We aren't just mindlessly congregating and having useless conversations. The relevance and quality of the information that we receive here, it allows us to implement change quickly, and then we also start reaping the benefits of doing so just as fast. So my mentality and attitude towards my objectives and life have grown exponentially. The saying goes, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. The thing is, before I joined Master Builders, I had a plan, but I was overlooking an essential element, and that was time. Master Builders has taught me to act now and to jump, to take a leap of faith towards my dream. I've learned to overcome the fear of failure, that I need to face my challenges and obstacles head on. And the encouragement and support I've received from this group have been pivotal in the strides that I've made towards achieving my ultimate goal. I've begun to visualize my path and speak positively about myself and my abilities, all while actively and tenaciously pursuing my dream. Master Builders has also shown me that being detailed is not about being perfect, but more about perfecting everything. It's true that it's not where you start, but where you finish, and I plan on finishing strong because I'm a Master Builder. Yeah.